Well, hello and welcome to the Watmer Park football ground, or Watmer Park I should say, here in Greensborough for another day of Yarra Junior Football League action here today. My name is Liam Vertigan, a pleasure to be here as always. It's always a funny thing about coming here. It's always wet and cold and absolutely miserable to say the least. Ground is in pretty chopped up conditions. It's muddy and slippery underneath the foot, and a little bit of a wind blowing from the northwest that you could perhaps hear just through the effects of the microphone here. We're out in the elements, myself and Luca at the moment, and it's a little bit too fresh for my liking, to be completely honest, but nonetheless we have got St Mary's and the Brunswick Dragons to open up the first of a double header here today. And the Brunswick Dragons have won the toss. Captain out there, Christian Anathasilopoulos, has won the toss, and you'll kick to the right of screen this afternoon. So under 15 football to get us underway, and then we got the girls on after this. Before we get underway, I'd like to thank the St Mary's Football Club for their hospitality in having us here today, and also I'd like to thank the crew at the Yarra Junior Football League for identifying a couple of good games of football that we get to stream to you today, wherever you may be watching at home. You might be even here or interstate or overseas, like we have had in the past with people watching. Teams are just in their huddles at the moment, getting the final messages from their respective coaches, and they will break away and get into their positions pretty quickly, and we'll get this game underway. So grading games have been over. The first month of football is out of the way, and teams will be pretty much pitting themselves up against each other for premiership points. There is a no percentage system which has been introduced into the Yarra Junior Football Netball League for the remainder of the year. That's a pretty good system, I believe. It mitigates the big losses to both sides, as it looks like we're about to have a welcome to country, as I was led to believe that they are having an Indigenous round here, the St Mary's Football Club. They were wearing a brilliant jumper in the game before, in the girls' game. Magnificent design there, and I'm led to believe that it's an event across 2 weeks that they will be representing that. And we will get things underway now. Very quickly to break away the teams to get into their positions. And we'll see us start any tick of the clock, as that sun is now blaring down on Watmer Park here. I'm ready to hear the best siren in local junior football. Scares the absolute pants out of me, and I'm sure it'll scare the pants out of a lot of people here in a minute, as the umpire is just waiting to hold the ball aloft. Here we go. It is St Mary's and Brunswick. First opportunity for Brunswick going forward, running towards the football. That time it's Xavier Laylor. Ball goes inside forward 50 to the forward pocket. No one can really grab the football. It'll be a hot football to start with. Ball worked out the back that time by Wilson of St Mary's with the handball. Teammate with a clearing kick down the line. It's going to bounce and roll and work its way near the boundary line. First one there for Brunswick there that time. It looked like Tom Upton. And the ball was gone over and out for a throw in. So hopefully, touch wood, we don't see a lot of play on that outer side of the ground. We'd like to see plenty of football shared on all parts of the ground. It just depends how they choose to play today. Kick inside 450 from Sweeney. Was cut off. St Mary's have the opportunity out of their defence. Ball goes to the outer side once again. Hot contested football here. Umpire letting them play for the time being, but it's awfully close to the boundary line in the St Mary's interchange bench, and he calls for it once again. Over and out again from the stoppage. Boundary throwing. Ball back in. The captain, Athanasopoulos, got the hit out that time for Brunswick. Ball still at ground level. And umpire still letting them play, which is really good to see. But, gee, it's taken a while to come out, and it eventually does now. They go inside forward 50 again here, the Dragons. It'll bounce in a hole. So an opportunity for the Dragons to perhaps crumb the football. First one there, that type of St Mary's, was Commendor. Couldn't quite get the kick away. Still an opportunity here for Brunswick. Picking up the football was Carver. Kick came off the back of a body there. Body over the top of it that time was Mastrakakos. Umpire still letting them go. About 10 players around this football. St Mary's clear. They slam the ball to the outer side. It's a foot race where Xavier Laylaw's in a one-on-one. Did win it over and gave it off to a teammate who set sail for home. And that's across the face from Ruben Powell. First behind of the afternoon goes the way of the Brunswick Dragons. And they are one behind to no score. Here you go, St Mary's down the broadcast side. Very appreciated. Get to see the players a lot more clearly here. Little soccer forward. That was nicely done that time by Douglas. Opportunity for Douglas now on the second attempt to pick up the footy. Set sail for home. Kick the footy across the face there. It is a behind. It's one behind each. So the Dragons now to proceed out of fullback. Here's Athanasopoulos. Athanasopoulos down the line. Tried to work his opponent under the football there. That time did Wilton. Wilton will get the footy a second time. Gave the quick handball off. Under a little bit of pressure there that time was Laylaw to try and get the football. He butters up and gets the footy on the cricket pitch. He's won himself a free kick. And his kick inside forward 50 is nice. And has hit up one of his teammates. And going back to have a shot on goal this time is Jasper Sens. For the first goal of the afternoon, Sens from about 35. Didn't get all of it. Goes to the top of the square and rolls across the face. Through for a behind. Two behinds plays, one behind. Ball out of fullback for St Mary's. They bring the ball up to about the defensive 50 where they've set up here Brunswick to try and lock the football in. Ball goes out wide, very, very wide, and over and out that one goes for a boundary throw in on the outer side. So 6 minutes gone, a bit of a slow start. Just the three behind scored, and it's Brunswick 5 point. Ball back in, gained about 15 metres for Brunswick and over and out again. From the restart, front position that time, hit out of the ruck by Grant. Kick inside forward 50 for Brunswick. Oh, that's a solid mark in defence. thumping ball back in the direction it came from. Fisted to ground that time by Ward of St Mary's. Athanasopoulos got his head over the football. Got a free kick for a hold there, the young man. He goes short. Inside 50 again, and they've dragons everywhere here at the fall of the ball. But that's an intelligent soccer to try and get the ball away from the forward 50 for the visiting side. And that was a good tackle there, that time laid on Wilton. Sorry, it was Leo Marsili. Ruckman fired a bit of a draw there. Douglas sends a little one forward in the direction of Kennedy. Kennedy will get it a second time. Kick the ball down the line. Opportunity that time to try and pick it up for Catchlove. Athanasopoulos. Oh, gee, I've said his name a few times, and I reckon I'm going to get better at the pronunciation as the afternoon goes on, as he kicks the ball inside 450 and has hit up the 49. I haven't got a 49 on the list here, unless they crossed it off on me. In fact, it might have been Sweeney. That's across the face. 3 behinds plays 1 behind now. And it's the lead to Brunswick. St Mary's there to full back. Had the sit there that time, did Kennedy. But there was a good fist going back with the flight of the ball to disrupt that from him. And it's a ball up once again. So from a ball up, the ball dribbles its way forward. Umpire very good with the communication. Here's Athanasopoulos once again. Kick to the pocket. Just a little bit too much mustard on it. Gone out of bounds on the full. Free kick to St Mary's in their right back pocket. Down the line it goes through the set of hands of guess who, Athanasopoulos once again. Grabbed by the jumper is Basile that time of St Mary's. Tried to get the handball away. Butters up a second time to lay a little bit of pressure. Going in that time was... couldn't quite pick that up in the end anyway. We'll move on to it. Douglas got a little fist forward. Goes in the direction of one of his teammates. But Laylaw for Brunswick is there to ignite some pressure for the home side. Kick inside forward 50. Opportunity again. That's a great attack on the football from the St Mary's defence, and they'll get the ball out of there. That's a pretty good kick too, but just a little bit past the outstretched hand that time of Wilson, but he does all right. Here you go, Brunswick again. Little dribbler down the line, sent down that time by Powell, who's got himself on the scoreboard with a behind early. Opportunity this time for Raback, if he can get the football. He did, kicked it down the line, past the outstretched hands once again of Wilson, who would have loved to have that again. That was the young man in... just have to look for the table. Mr. Powell. Explosive pace, he tucked the football under the arm. Unfortunately, they've turned it over here. Ball goes to the forward 50 for St Mary's. Here's Logan Kennedy. No one on the mark here, so Kennedy can play on, but someone did come in from the side. Sends one to the top of the square. Oh, dropping a mark they should have taken there, you'd feel, is Grant. Still has the time to snap around the body and kick himself a wonderful goal. Sorry, it was Heath Webb. Heath Webb, you're going to get the much-deserved kudos, young man. It was a good goal in the end. And St Mary's go to 1-1-7. And Brunswick are 3 behinds, mid-stages of this first quarter. So 1-1 plays 3 points. 4-point lead to the home side, and Athanasopoulos out of the ruck. Been impressed with this young man too, Laylaw. That's Xavier. Brother Jethro not playing today. Bit of sickness going through the Brunswick camp, I was told. Steinke with the football. Ball dribbles itself to half forward. Opportunity that time for Balam Gunderson. Did all right originally. Little handball out of the pack there from Laylaw. Chance perhaps to soccer off the ground. Here they go again. Just dropping the mark at an opportune time there was Steinke once again. Booting the ball inside forward 50. That time was Wilton. And it has been marked directly in front by Kute and Recchi. And he pops it through. Brunswick hit the front. 139 they are now. And St Mary's are 117 here in the first quarter from down at Watmar Park. Ball back in the middle, we start again. Centre clearance again, Brunswick. Powell sent the ball inside forward 50. Ball comes to ground, a little bit of an opportunity there for Carver to get the football. He gave it off to a teammate and running back with a flight of the ball. He'd nearly taken a really good mark there. That time was Sens, but the mark wasn't paid. It must have just dribbled out of his hands at the very last moment. Little handball across goes in the direction of Butterworth of St Mary's, and they still hold possession here as they run past the cricket pitch and kick the ball to the broadcast side wing. A little bit of soccer being played here to try and control the football. It's a 2-on-2 here, so one side will win out. First one to the football there that time was Steinke once again. Little handball that time went in the direction of Catchlove for Brunswick. Little ball forward. And they're away here again. Kick down the line there that time from Carver. Goes over and out for a throw-in. Ball flung in. Both ruckmen fight a bit of a draw there and tackled straight away. Jacob Steinke. Ball up, hit out of the ruck, and Thanasopoulos. Good smother off the boot. It was hit hard by Powell. Smother was pretty good. Powell gets it again, kicks the ball inside forward 50. Ball gets out the back. Opportunity, the ball just has to sit. There's numbers here for the Dragons. If they can get it out. Snap around the body. Is out of bounds on the full, I think, and that ball's gone down to the river. So, take a moment or so to get the football back. Or to say to my cameraman on my left here, just keep an eye on the three that are trying to find the football here. This could be an entry into Australia's Funniest Home Videos or something here, because that is most definitely down into the water down there. And we're under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 1-3 plays 1-1. Oh, we got it back. Oh, gee. That's a great effort. Usually when the football goes into the river down here, it comes back a different colour. It's still red. That's a win. Opportunity for St Mary's off their half-back line. And it doesn't go too far, and it's another ball up. Just inside forward 50 for the visitors. And Thanasopoulos roves his own hit out. Handballs it in the direction there that time of Laylaw. Laylaw got his head over the football, but lost it. Here's Krapsis for St Mary's. That's a ball down the line. This could win out, although the bounce was unkind for Logan Kennedy. It allowed his opponent an opportunity to run at the football. All bobbling around on the outer side. Very close to that Brunswick interchange bench. Stays in the field of play just for the time being. And the kick down the line was intercepted. They got a bit of run through the middle here. St Mary's, they wobble the ball forward. Opportunity on the left. Oh, he liked it straight away. He celebrated a bit early there, did Heath Webb, but he's kicked it across the face. I'm all for the enthusiasm, but it just drifted off the boot. And 1-2 plays 1-3 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Thanasopoulos. Marks out of full back. He's got a clean kicking action too, the young man. It's been turned over and marked by Douglas. Douglas back inside forward 50. Slipped through a set of hands. This is Crockford. Kicks the ball to the top of the square. Kennedy, centering ball. Through a couple of sets of hands. There he is again! Beautifully done. Heath Webb kicks his second. He knows where the footy's going to be. And St Mary's regain the lead. They go to 2-2-14. And Brunswick are 1-3-9. And we've got 2 and a bit minutes to go here in the first quarter. From the restart, and Thanasopoulos got a good run at it. Clearing kick out of the pack that time from Powell. Gets it inside forward 50. Running towards the football is Fredrickson. And it goes over and out for a boundary throw-in. So we're under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And when we get to 5 seconds to go in the quarter, I'll just pause because that siren is right next to us. And it blasts your ears off. Ball back in, a rotation in the ruck there that time. Hitting it out that time was Wilton. Ball dribbles itself inside forward 50. Opportunities to run at the football there for Tom Upton. Ball goes up. They sort of lost where it was for a moment. They had to look around. Handball from Laylaw to Upton. Kick to the top of the square. It's a beauty. And the mark has been taken here by Felix Siebel. And you'll go back to potentially put the Dragons back in front with under a minute to go. Kicker's on the way. He's a left footer. Love that. And he's hit that one. He hit it all right. It just drifted left. And it went out of bounds on the full. So here go the Boroughs. Out of fullback. Ball comes to ground. Good tackle originally. St Mary's nearly came away with it, but the Dragons drive the ball back inside forward 50. Opportunity here still. The handball could have been a kick if Fredrickson was smart enough, but it doesn't matter in the end. The goal has been kicked, and you can forget about the set shot he had a moment ago because Siebel has put one through, and the Dragons regain the lead, and they'll go into quarter time, a point in front. 2-3-15 plays 2-2-14. And I appreciate the little siren. It doesn't blow my head off in that way. So quarter time here from Watmow Park in Greensborough. The home side are St Mary's 2-2-14, Brunswick 2-3-15. Both goals to St Mary's to Webb, and for the Dragons 1 to Aronecki and Ziebel. We'll take our quarter time break and we'll be back with the second quarter of play in a couple of minutes' time. You're watching the YJFL on the screens of Stream Zone TV and Facebook. We hope you're enjoying the coverage of season 2023.
Hi everyone, Helen from Game Face here, and I'm visiting Proven's Timber and Hardware today in Clifton Hill. Third generation owned by the Rosenberg family, Provins is where you can come for all your extension and renovation needs.
So my name's Marnie Rosenberg. My brother and I, Jared, run the business here at Provins Minor 10 with our dad, Barry. So my grandfather bought the business in 1966 and now we're third generation and yeah, we're serving the community and Provins has been around for over 100 years. We're super lucky. Most of our customers are extremely loyal, so we get return customers all the time. We do get customers who are doing their own renovations, so we do support the local community with DIYs. We are predominantly a trade business, but we love our local community and servicing them for all their flooring, your decking, your cladding, your mouldings, door handles, everything to do with the whole of house. We're running a CAT promotion, so all the CAT workwear, clothing and accessories, spend $100 in a transaction and you go
Welcome back to Watmer Park, Greensborough. Second quarter about to get underway here between the Borough and the Dragons, and in fact it is underway. A 1 point lead to Brunswick as we start this second quarter. A couple of lead changes in that first quarter, so we're set for a good contest here. Ball to the pocket. Here's Kennedy. Handball's over the top of the direction of Crockford. Crockford has the football set for him. Sends a banana on its way. Oh, that's a very good goal. Very, very good finish. A snapping ball around the body, and that's good class there from the young man. That's his first goal of the afternoon. St Mary's regain the lead, and they go to 3-2-20. And Brunswick Dragons, 2-3-15 for them. Gone under a minute in the second quarter. From the restart, and Thanasopoulos with the hit out. Comes down to Steinke, kicked inside the forward 50, just about bounces on the cricket pitch. Did a little bit of a Shane Warne, so stuffed it up for everyone. Steinke there as well. Helping him out is Douglas. Here he is again. Crockford snapping and goaling again. 2 in a minute for St Mary's. They go to 4-2-26. And Brunswick are 2-3-15. A very inspiring little clash happening here at the moment. And it's the high numbers of these young lads. The 40 and the 43, Webb and Crockford, who have kicked the 4 goals for St Mary's. 2 each. Ball back up in the middle, and Thanasopoulos, another hit out for him, but it only went straight down as far as Butterworth. It sounds like an Archbishop's last name from the UK. Kick to centre half forward. Opportunity there that time for Albus to get the football. He gave it off to Jacob Steinke, who's getting plenty of the football. Is this him again? Don't tell me it's Crockford. Goodness gracious me, it is. Crockford for 3 in 3 minutes. This is inspired stuff from the young man. He'll kick from 30. He's kicking to the right of screen. We'll call it the river end. Kicker's on the way. Oh, he strikes it magnificently. 3 in 3 minutes for Daniel Crockford. And it's 3 in 3 minutes for St Mary's. And they now explode out to a 17-point lead. 5-2-32, plays 2-3-15. Early stage of second quarter. Crockford on the way to kicking an absolute bag. Another set of clearance. That is a tackle the football personified from Douglas. It goes in the direction of Crockford. He provided the shepherd. It was Kennedy who kicks to the top of the square. It's an absolute avalanche at the moment. And the mark has been taken here by Oscar Wilson. And Wilson's directly in front, 15-20 metres out. 2 little steps, comes in and pops it through at goalpost height, if you don't mind. And it's 4 in, I think, just a little under 4 minutes now for St Mary's. And in the blink of an eye, the margin is blown out to pretty much a 4-goal lead. The Brunswick Dragons bench starting to find a little bit of voice here, but you wouldn't believe it. Oh, that's holding the footy. Yep, that was nearly another centre clearance that time for St Mary's, but a pretty saving tackle there has been rewarded with holding the football. A good tackle there, that time laid by Powell. Powell kicks wide, finds a teammate who opts to handball back off to him. Here go the Dragons, inside forward 50, back with a flight of the football, and nearly taking a very nice mark there was Murhey. Ball bobbling around, and it'll be called for, and it's a ball up. Inside forward 50 for St Mary's. For the Dragons. Ball forward. Opportunity. This could be good. They need one back. That's holding the football. No, umpire didn't think so. It was a good tackle there late on Aneki. And here goes St Mary's. Goes out in the direction of Crockford. He overran the football. Ball inside forward 50. Again, another mark. Archie not with the football now. As the sun pokes through the early afternoon cloud. Not for 5 in the corner for St Mary's. He's kicked from 40. Wheels around on the right. Gets enough on it. Oh, they've kicked 5 in 6.5 minutes of play in the second quarter. Have the Borough. And the margin has now ballooned out to 29 points. It's 7-2-44 St Mary's. And Brunswick 2-3-15. So 5 straight they've added this quarter. It's a scary commodity. And Thanasopoulos clears, kicks the ball inside forward 50. Fisted away that time by Brennan. Nicely done by him. Ball still inside forward 50 there for Brunswick. Can they get one back against the grain and just halt the momentum of the Borough at the moment? Ball awfully close to the boundary line. Still in the field of play. Bobbling around a bit. Players pile in. It's gone over and out for a throw-in. Ball back into play, fisted away that time by Steinker. Ball goes inside forward 50. High ball, front position, and Thanasopoulos. Good mark by Christian. Looking for some movement. Sends a floater inside forward 50 through the waiting hands of Basile. Now an opportunity out the back there for Grant. Ball goes out very, very wide. And Thanasopoulos was in a one-on-one there with Ward that time, and it goes over and out for a boundary throw-in. Ball in. Falls to the back. Handball came for Enereki off to his teammate. Kicks the ball long and wide, but the mark has been taken by Brennan in the defensive back pocket for St Mary's. Brennan now plays on, kicks the ball back towards the outer side wing. Numbers here for St Mary's. Must have just got a boot to it because the umpire was right there. And I must admit, these two have been very, very good so far today. Love it. Laylor now kicks the ball forward. Downfield free kick has been adjudicated. So here's a chance for Brunswick. Short ball went back towards Laylor. Wouldn't have been 15, I would have thought anyway. And he's taken to the ground in the back. So another free kick to Brunswick. Short ball is a nice one, and the mark has been taken by Powell. So Powell is going to try and back himself in here from range for a goal that Brunswick need. The kick is on the way. Looks all right. It'll get to the top of the square. It's fallen in a set of hands. And it's been popped through for a goal. Phoenix Balam Gunderson kicks it. And they desperately needed that, St Mary. 7-2-44 plays 3-3-21 in the mid-stages of the second quarter. Ball back in the middle from the restart. Hit out of the ruck there that time. I'll give it to Athanasopoulos. Got his hands to it first. Nice little handball that time from Laylaw. Ball dribbles its way through. Opportunity there that time for Sens to try and get the football. Umpire says hold the ball. So, and it's guess who again? It's Athanasopoulos. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Good fist away there that time again by Brennan. So they've halted the momentum of St Mary's at the moment, but still find themselves 23 points adrift. As St Mary's kick the ball away, down the line, past a couple of sets of hands, dribbling its way towards the boundary line. Stays in the field of play. Couple of Brunswick jumpers get there first, but it goes over and out for another throwing. Ball back into play. Didn't go far, it's been turned over. This looks like Kennedy. Logan. Kick to the middle of the ground. Numbers here favour the Borough. Well read. Opportunity that time. That was Logan Kennedy, in fact. Crockford. Sorry, not Crockford over the football. Not. This is Crockford. From 50. Sends it wide of the square. And going back with a fly to the footy and taking a good mark is Michael Krapis. For an even half dozen of the quarter, Krapis comes in and pops through another one for St Mary's. 8-2-50 now, the Borough, and Brunswick are 3-3-21. Approaching the later stages here of the second quarter. Ball back in the middle. Athanasopoulos the hit out. Beautiful 1-2. Down to his teammate in Ereki. Powell. Handballs over the top of the direction of Athanasopoulos. Tucks a football under the arm. Evades a tackle. Sends one towards home. Can it bounce and skid through? Oh, nearly. Just off the face there that time. And he gets himself onto the scoreboard for the first time today, Athanasopoulos, but only a behind. It's 8-2 to 3-4. Ball to the broadcast side. Ran a bit of measure. Kick is absolutely delightful, and the mark has been taken here by Douglas. Douglas now plays on, kicks the ball towards the great man in Crockford, who's kicked 3 sausage rolls in this quarter. That's holding the ball. And or throw. Good decision by the umpire. Powell. Short for Wilton. Wilton inside forward 50. The intended target there that time was Murhey. Couldn't quite find it. That's through for another behind. So behind's been added to the scoreboard here for Brunswick. 8-2 finds St Mary's. 3-5 Brunswick. And I like how they're doing this here. That's a sign of a well-drilled team. They force their opponents into a nest towards the middle of the ground, and then they break out to either side. That's a really good coach side, you can tell that, and you can tell by this quarter as well. So the ball goes back into play. We're under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Didn't go too far. St Mary's with the attempting clearing kick, and the ball goes inside forward 50. That is an absolute bullet of a pass. Opportunity now for Murhey. Gave the handball over. Ball goes to the top of the square. Unlucky not to be socked through. Still a chance. Little one off the ground there was pretty good. It was a nice little opportunity there from Fredrickson. Now they clear St Mary's, but the numbers here do favour. Powell, short, great hit. And the mark has been taken by Balaam Gunderson. Balaam Gunderson did have someone on. Oh, Joe was laughing at the loud voice coming from the end of the ground. You thought they could be senior players. Sometimes some of these young men scream at the top of their lungs. Balaam Gunderson's kick is on the way, and his teammates loved it the second it left the boot. He's popped through his second. Brunswick get another one back, It's 4-5-29 Brunswick, St Mary's at 8-2-50, and I must admit, this has been a really good scoring affair at the moment, and it's good to watch and it's good to call. So it's a 21-point margin. And this game, I got to admit so far, has just been played in a brilliant spirit. Umpires have been magnificent. And the parents and the crowd have been superb. Great feeling down here at St Mary's. Power with the clearing ball. Goes in the direction of Balam Gunderson. He just overran the football momentarily. Opportunity for St Mary's to clear. They do so now. They bring the ball out towards the half-forward line. Wilson gets to the football, puts his body over the top of it. Good tackle there laid late by Athanasopoulos to try and stop the football's movement. And here he is again, Crockford. Who's probably got the distance in him. I'm not going to lie, Crockford, but looks like he's going to give it off. He runs a bit of a narc. He sets sail for home. He gave it a dip, and he's kicked it through for a behind. So 3-1 for Crockford, and now 6-1 for the quarter for St Mary's. Been a cracking quarter of football. Kick out of full back, good mark, solid. Aneki. Bit close to the man on the mark. It's been smothered off the boot by Douglas. Douglas butters up, sends a snap on goal. Oh, he's just kicked it across the face. Oh, that would have been goal of the day. He had it working, but just had it working too much in the end. Job Douglas. 8-4 plays 4-5. Another opportunity on goal here, perhaps for St Mary's. Douglas again, centering ball, good idea. Went through a couple of sets of hands. Crockford was one of them. Here's Commendor, back to Crockford. Crockford snaps on goal for his fourth. Missing again. So they've caught up on behinds now. 8-5 plays 4-5. Out of full back go Brunswick. Crockford tried to kamikaze kick that footy, but he's been done for holding the football. Great tackle by this man who's played well. Laylor to the middle. Athanasopoulos, speaking of people who have played well. What's he going to do here? 2 minutes to go here in the half. Ball goes out wide. Just bounced off the body there of Murhey at an inopportune time. And St Mary's kick the ball down the line. I'll tell you what, they're in a good position here if they can keep the ball going forward. They pump it inside forward 50. Numbers favour them. And front position. And taking a very good mark directly in front. It looks like the bike out of Butterworth. And it is. I'm calling him that because it sounds like he's got a last name of a king or something. I'm calling him the bike out of Butterworth. And he pops through a goal. 7 for the quarter for St Mary's. They go to 9-5-59. Brunswick are 4-5-29. And we've got under a minute and a half until half time here. In fact, a minute. And it's a 30-point lead to the Boroughs. Ball up out of the ruck, hit out that time to Ward. And can they get one back here? The Dragons. Kick was smothered off the boot of Upton that time, but they still go inside forward 50. This is Murhey. Murhey looks to give it off. He does. Gave it to Laylor. Laylor sets it up, and sitting underneath it and taking a good mark is Douglas. Douglas plays on now. Kick right down the eye, diddle. The mark has been taken by Steinker. They could be on out the back if they can get one more. Numbers even here. Ball will get out the back. They try and fist the ball forward, but now the reinforcements arrive. Although getting a kick away was Crockford. Got to run onto it here. They do for an even 8 for the quarter. And just missing was Webb, and the siren's about to go for half time. And it does so now, and that was an absolutely unbelievable quarter for St Mary's. They piled on 7 goals for 46 to end up at 9,660 at the half. And don't count Brunswick as well. They added on a couple as well, and they end the quarter on 4,529. A perfect half of football. It's been magnificent, played in a good spirit and a good affair. It is the home side by 31 points at the main change, and we'll take a break for half-time, and we'll be back shortly for the second half of football. It's the YJFL here on the screens of Gameface, and we'll be back shortly. same for Southern, but we've changed that. And Outer East is onto their Facebook page. Welcome back to Watmer Park in Greensborough. Third quarter about to get underway. And in fact, St Mary's are 9-7-61 to 4-5-29. Just to fix up the scores there. So, happy to be proven wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Going to have to find a little bit here in the second half. Brunswick and Athanasopoulos' hit out was absolutely delightful down to one of his teammates. A little soccer forward went from Upton. But as soon as I say that, the ball goes forward momentarily for St Mary's. But now the reinforcements arrive for Brunswick. They bobble the football. This is Athanasopoulos. Gets a kick away. Fisted away that time by Jones. Over the top of the football there that time was Arna. Kick down the line. Good attack on the football there by Kennedy. Ball towards the boundary line. Ball back inboard from Basile. Stays in the field of play. Athanasopoulos is in a hard one-on-one. Gets the football. Evades two tacklers. Gets the footy on the left. Kicks the ball towards the 50. Just dropping the mark at an inopportune time was the St Mary's defender. And there they come away with it through Douglas. Parch the outstretched hands of Ward. And a free kick for too high going the way of the visitors. And it's Athanasopoulos again. This time on the right. Went in the direction of Powell. Ball stays in on that outer side. Little handball squirted out the back by Laylaw. Laylaw near bouts the football again. Deep ball inside forward 50. Or drop mark there. That time by Sens. And it's in the forward pocket. Umpire's found a free kick for too high. And it's going the way of the home side. High ball to the outer side. Great mark by Davey. Brings it back towards the middle. Wasn't the best kick. Wilton got the footy on the half volley. Commendor gave a little handball off. Allows Douglas to run with the football. He kicked down the line. Here's Crockford again. Been impressed with him. He sends that one very, very high. And tunneling his opponent under. And taking a great mark is Webb. And this is an opportunity for Webb to kick his third of the afternoon. And the opportunity for St Mary's to kick their 10th. So this is Heath Webb. More or less directly in front. Going a fair way out to take his kick. Bit of Ben Brown about this. So for 3 for Webb. On his approach. He's a left footer. Love that. And he slams it through. 10-7-67 St Mary's. Brunswick 4-5-29. And it's 6 between Webb and Crockford now in this game. And we've gone 3 minutes in the third quarter. Ball back up in the middle. Athanasopoulos roves his own ruck work and slams the ball inside forward 50. Just copying a bit of an unkind bounce there was his teammate, but they kept the football in there forward 50 for the time being. A little handball back inside forward 50 was intelligent by Marsili, and it's gone over for a throw-in. As a train towards the city just rolls past here behind me. Ball back in. Hit out of the ruck there that time. Good little jump by Basile. Handball went in the direction of Commendor. Kick around the body was the smartest idea there by Upton. As It's the right idea, I should say, just to get that out in a proper sentence, but unfortunately no curve on that, and it goes out of bounds on the full. Free kick to be taken by Marliana. Anna sinks the slipper into it. Down the line. Fisted away. Players falling over under the sloppy ground here. Carver sends one forward and a good mark taken by Basile. Basile brings the ball back towards the middle of the ground. We're sitting underneath it there with Steinker. Opportunity here this time for the Dragons through Powell. Powell had it, lost it. Ball will work its way out the back. Little double tap to advantage there by Bignell there that time of St Mary's. And now here's an opportunity for Brennan. Kick back towards the middle of the ground was pretty good. Opportunity now for Basile. Kicks it high and long down the line. Tried to hold the front position there that time. Webb, he used his strength nicely to still get the football. Here's Krapalis. Kicks the football inside forward 50. He'll mark here, and he does. And this is Logan Kennedy. Kennedy. Oh, he's found him again. Crockford. Crockford for goal number 4 here. And he's had an absolute day out. Imagine if there was Supercoach in under 15 football. You'd absolutely pick this man up. So Crockford for goal 4. Kicker's on the way. Nah, put the Moz on him. He's kicked it behind. 10-8 plays 4-5. Out of defence come the Dragons, but Kennedy is there. Kicks to the top of the square. Crockford! Nah, sorry. Oh, that's 25. Yep. Frustration got the better of Heath Webb there, and he knew straight away that he gave away a 25-metre penalty. He tried saying sorry. Fair enough too, but always going to be a free kick there, and that's gone to Luca Parisi as the ball goes to the outer side. I just threw the footy on the ground. Oh, that's gold. Little handball came from Balam Gunderson that time. Gets himself back into the contest. It's a scrappy football at the moment. Works its way out the back. Ball goes forward. Well fisted away. St Mary's have the numbers. They could be on out the back here. Here's Arna. He sends the ball out wide. Steady his ground and taking a good mark there is Steinker. He kicks the ball inside forward 50. Crockford from the side. Webb also there to help him out. Ball bobbles its way out the back eventually. Crockford now with the football. Snaps the ball back towards the top of the square. Good mark out in front. Good mitts. Oscar Wilson. So Oscar Wilson gets an opportunity to kick his first of the afternoon. Sorry, his second. Kick is on the way. And he's missed that one across the face. That's now 10-9, 69 St Mary's. It's playing 4-5, 29. It's a 40-point margin. Been impressive, the home side. Here's Athanasopoulos. Switches play. Oh, the bullet of a pass went towards Algreen Ussing. Gave it off to a teammate who now kicks the ball forward. Nice mark on the chest there that time. Taken by the number 6, which is Sens. He's looking around. He's a bit unsure. He's thinking about handing it off, and that handball was always going to be dangerous. Sens sells a bit of candy. Snaps the ball towards the pocket where Laylor has to run onto it here. He does. Taken to ground, nearly holding the football. Umpire says no prior opportunity. Probably fair enough as well. Ball goes a little bit wide. It's bouncing, bobbling football for the time being. Athanasopoulos keeps the football in, kicks it down the line. It's gone out of bounds on the full. Free kick to St Mary's. And that's been turned over and marked by Athanasopoulos. Kicks to the middle to Wilton. Oh, it just went over his head, so opens up an opportunity for Kennedy to try and get the hands on the football. Ball goes inside forward 50. It's a bobbling football. Knott gave the handball over the top, and the Borough could be away here. Ball goes in the direction of Crockford. Oh, he's got it again. He's looking for a lead. He tells his teammates to lead. Kicks to the pocket. Good hit. Mark taken by Webb. So this is Heath Webb going back for goal number 4. And he's picked up some grass just to test the wind. It's a northwester. He's a left footer. Kicker's on the way. Strikes it all right. But has ended up missing the whole lot. And it's out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Brunswick. Athanasopoulos. Thumping ball down the line. He's coughed it up. Mark has been taken by Douglas. Douglas now kicks the ball inside forward 50. Oh, it just bounced short of Crockford. Could have taken the mark perhaps if the ball just carried itself to him. Oh, that's a great handball. Just has to finish. And it hits the post off the boot of Steinke, 4 behind. By my count, I have St Mary's at 10-10-70 to 4-5-29. Make that 10-11-71. Very low ball out of fullback from Parisi. Here he is again. Crockford for 4. Out of bounds. Boundary throw in. All about to be flung back in, is so now. There's Crockford up in the ruck that time. Ball this time comes to Connell. Krapalis goes backwards. High ball. Oh, this kid has been awesome. Honestly. Can't speak of him higher enough, Crockford. He has kicked 3-2 on the afternoon. And this is for goal number 4. And to extend the margin out to push 50 points. Crockford on the approach. Kick is on the way. He likes it. I think it's a goal. You bet it is. 4 to Crockford. And I got St Mary's now at 11-11-77. And 4-5-29 Brunswick. What a game it's been from the forwards of St Mary's, especially after quarter time. Ball back in the middle, just a little bit of a mix-up around some of the players. Athanasopoulos gave the handball over to Laylor. Laylor gets a kick forward. Good little bit of run here, tuck of the footy under the arms, Powell. Kicks to the top of the square, past a couple of sets of hands. And it's over for A behind. 11-11 plays 4-6. Ball out of fullback. Kennedy. Ball bobbling around. Steinker for Jones. And a good sliding mark. Taken there that time by Erneki in the longy. Kick inside forward 50, and that's just too good of a mark there that time by Arna. Arna sinks the slipper into it, goes out very wide, intended to take it was Kripalis. Ball works its way out the back. And even once again, this is Abuz with the footy. He lost it in a tackle. Ball forward, it's on that cricket pitch area. I don't like it when it's on the cricket pitch area. Good attack there by Arna, and Athanasopoulos now goes for a run. Oh, tried, might be not the best idea to bounce it, especially in the conditions the ground finds itself in. Jones lost it, and Athanasopoulos shrugs the tackle, sets sail for home, and kicks are behind. For 7:31 now. Plays 11-11-77. With 4 minutes to go in the third quarter as the sun has broken through once again today in near on perfect conditions now. Out of fullback comes St Mary's. Wide ball, falconed off the top of the head there of Douglas, and he's just taken his opponent there too high in Tommy Upton, and he'll reward himself with a free kick. Upton goes off his line, kicks inside forward 50, comes off a couple of sets of hands, and actually, in fact, juggling a mark nicely there deep in defence for St Mary's. Couldn't quite pick up who that was. By the way, kicks the ball down the broadcast side. Arna nearly got the hands down to it, the football. Great tackle there laid, and the umpire reciprocates it in holding the ball. It's a free kick to St Mary's. Arna with the free kick. Long down the line. Ball works itself out the back. Opportunity for Wilson. Had the footy but lost it. Numbers over the top of the football here. And it can't quite be worked out here. And it's another ball up. On neutral side for both sides. The broadcast side wing. Aneki with the football. Brings it down to ground. Body's scrapping for it. No one winning over there. And it's another ball up. Ball up out of the ruck. Little forward kick from Steinker. Ball goes inside forward 50. It's a high one. Might work itself out the back. And it does. And just missing there that time was Kennedy. Through for A behind. Ball out of fullback. And the mark has been taken. It'll be told to come back. Mark taken on the edge of 50. Ball goes towards the goal square. And going back with the flight of the football and taking the mark is Steinker. He deserves a goal for his efforts today. Jacob Steinker, he's been awesome. This would be for the 12th of the afternoon for St Mary's. If he kicks true here, the kick is a banana. And he's just kicked that one across the face, unfortunately. I've now got them at 11-13 to 4-7. Out they go again. Ball goes in the direction of Athanasopoulos. It was a fisted away that time by Ward. Still in a good spot here for St Mary's. They go backwards a little bit with the handball. And again, they need to get a kick away. That time it was Raback with the football. Ball goes in the direction there of Bignall this time. Can't quite control the football. It's near the boundary line and in fact goes over and out. Ball tossed into play. Only one team can score from this opportunity. And maybe now neither, as the ball goes to the centre square. Although if they can get a mark from this kick inside forward 50, and they will, it'll be the last kick of the quarter. And this is Jacob Steinker once again as the siren is about to sound. So another opportunity for Steinker to get onto the scoreboard. He's kicked a couple of behinds on the afternoon. He's on approach to goal. Kick is on the way. And he's missed again. 3/4 time here at Watmer Park. It's St Mary's 11-14-80. And Brunswick 4-7-31. We'll take our break for 3/4 time. And we will be back shortly for the commencement of the final quarter of play. Once again, you're watching this YJFL on the screens of Facebook and Stream Zone TV. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of play here at Watmer Park between St Mary's and Brunswick. I got a bit trigger happy with the points again in that quarter. It's in fact 11-13, 79 to 4-7, 31, so the scorers were right the first time. Apologies for that. Ball over and out for a boundary throw-in. Ball back into play. Kick to the top of the square. 3-4-A behind for St Mary's, and now they go to 11-14-80 to 4-7-31. Early stages of this final quarter. Ball comes back into play. On the edge of 50 and another behind, I should say. So it goes through for a behind. And it's a 50-point margin for the home side. Here's Athanasopoulos, who has been an absolute star out of today for the home side. Ball forward, it's a bullet of a pass, but it's hit up Basile. Basile back inside forward 50, fisted away that time by a Brunswick player, and they bring the ball back towards the middle of the ground. No one really able to control the football for the time being. Ball shinned forward, and now on the boot inside forward 50. Back with a flight of the football and not being able to hang on to the mark. That time was Alboos. Gets to the top of the square. Ball soccering off the ground. Opportunity for a couple of plays here. Worked its way at the back. Nice little handball that time from Laylor, who's been exceptional as well today. As the ball dribbles and bounds towards the boundary line before Commandor can get there. And now it's gone over and out for a boundary throw-in. Ball back up and down into play. And the umpire has found a free kick for too high. And the free kick will go the way of the visitors. So forward go the Dragons. And it came off sets of hands and over and out for a boundary throw-in again. Second game of our double header is St Mary's and Camberwell Sharks in the youth girls, and we'll get to see the magnificently designed Indigenous jumpers on show from the St Mary's Junior Football Club. It's an awesome jumper, and a very, very nice design overall in what is obviously Sir Doug Nicholls' Indigenous round across the AFL this week. We've seen some cracking designed jumpers there as well. As the ball goes forward again, nice little bit of soccer played that time for Laylor. Laylor tried to bounce off the ground. That's probably not too good for trying to bounce the football off today. Opportunity to go inside forward 50, this time off the boot of Fredrickson. Gets it to the left forward pocket. St Mary's try and relieve there. Can't quite do so. Ball is socked away. Socked twice there that time by Marliana. Smart little play. Opportunity picking up the football there. That time is a Carver. Ball close to the boundary. Good little bit of body movement from Krapalis was to get his body ready. Here's Murhey. And Murhey's taken over by Krapalis that time. And it's a boundary throw in again. Ball flung in. Athanasopoulos in from the side. He's nearly almost running down the kick away from Basile. Ball goes to Crockford. Crockford kicks it inside forward 50. Nearly bounces the wrong way. Opportunity for Brunswick to relieve. Although get to the football first was Webb. Oh, Webb snaps. He hasn't, has he? No, he hasn't. He kicks a behind. Does Webb. 11-16 now. plays 4-7. We've gone 5 minutes in the last. Ball out of the pocket. Opportunity here for Steinker. Goes towards the pocket. Handballing a little bit backwards here are the Dragons. Good handball there originally. Came for the hands of Catch Love. Now they bring the ball back inboard a little bit. Here you go. Can they clear here? The Dragons, they haven't for the time being. Still bobbling around their defence. Kick inside 450 that time by Raback. Gets the ball towards the top of the square. And they snap out of trouble for the time being. And here is Laylor. Laylor takes on the by-counter Butterworth that time. He's still on his tail there, Butterworth. And he's given one away there, unfortunately. So Laylor gets the free kick. Kicks down the line. Goes in the direction of Murr here. It just had to sit for him, but it didn't, unfortunately. Goes over and out for a boundary throw-in on the outer side. Ball in, hit out of the ruck, and Athanasopoulos gets the ball away momentarily. Opportunity for Raback. Little kick forward. Oh, fresh area there that time from Ward. He wouldn't want to see that over again. And the ball still bobbling around on the outer side. No one able to control the football, and in fact it goes over and out for another boundary throw-in. Ball back into play. A little bit of the sting has gone out of this one, that's for sure. It's the home side, St Mary's, by 51 points. Ball goes forward, and it's cut off again by that real hard St Mary's defence as they kick down the line once again. That's a solid mark. It's Athanasopoulos again. Athanasopoulos goes forward. The intended target there that time was Wilton, but the ball must have been hit just a little bit too hard off the boot of Athanasopoulos, and it's gone over and out once again for another boundary throw-in. Ball back in, and as soon as I say that, it's back out again for another boundary throw-in. Ball back in, opportunity for Brunswick. It was a pretty good kick, but the mark has been taken by Brendan on the last line of defence in the top of the square. Ball goes in the direction of Kennedy. Kennedy had to wait for it. He gave it off to Douglas. Douglas now kicks it away. Long down the line. Here is Crockford. Crockford inside forward 50. Intended target was Webb. And that is a cracking mark taken by the young man. He looks to go straight away on the left to the top of the square. Bit of bend on the football. He's hit the post. Three goals, 4 on the afternoon now for Webb. And 11-17-83 are St Mary's, and 4-7-31 are Brunswick. Keeping the footy in play, must have only been just there, was Alboos that time. Handball over the top, went in the direction of Al Green Ussing, and I've heard a whistle. That's a free kick. Ball smothered off the boot. Opens it up a bit for St Mary's to perhaps get another goal to their name. Ball goes in the direction of Douglas. Athanasopoulos. Very strong Athanasopoulos. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. They got numbers out the back here. Here's a go. Well, it's going to be a dribbler. It's a right idea, but just didn't get the power on it, and it's in fact rushed through, and that came off the boot of Wilton. You can hear the side yell, huddle, huddle, huddle. 11-17 plays 4-8. Which way are they going to fan out to? I'm going to say left. I'll say left. There they go. They fan out left. I'm correct. So St Mary's out of defence, bring it to the broadcast side, and it's been turned over, and the marker's been taken by Upton. Upton goes short over the top this time for Laylaw. Laylaw inside forward 50. Numbers favour St Mary's here, but the ball nearly spills out the back and opens up an opportunity. Attacking the ball hard, Athanasopoulos, and they just mung the ball out of there off the boot of Ward that time. Ball comes to the outer side wing. Opportunity that time for Kripalis to get the footy on the boot. Goes to Alboos, but he overran the football. And there, here's a go. And the umpire's paid hold the ball. And it's a free kick. Kick down the line, goes past a couple of outstretched hands. Opportunity for St Mary's once again. It's on the edge of forward 50 just about for Brunswick. Now they go inside. Need numbers to come in from the side, but standing his ground and taking a good mark there again is Douglas. Douglas plays on straight away, kicks to the middle. It's going to bounce and skid rudely. It does. Having to wait for it that time was Basile. The reinforcements arrive. Laylaw was one of them. He might get it here. Handball was good. It does find Laylaw. The handball came from Algreen Ussing. Ball goes inside forward 50 once again for Brunswick. Ball comes out the back, and now the numbers arrive in kind to try and hold the ball in, but they work it out all right. Good little attack on the football to try and hold it in. The young lad wearing the helmet in Marsili. Umpire calls for it. 8 minutes to go in the final quarter. Ball up. Athanasopoulos just fists it. Tried to get as much movement as he can. Couldn't quite do so. Falling over the football there. That time was Laylaw. Laylaw just handballs it out. Running past it that time was Algreen Ussing. Over at that time is Jones. Algreen Ussing. Handballs for Powell. Ball smothered off the boot. Heard a little groan from the crowd. Ball towed toward the boundary there that time by Commandor. Ball stays in the field of play. That was a throw. Somehow was missed. Laylaw, little handball. He goes in again. Laylaw to go a second time. Kits a little left foot to it. Kicks it down the line, but only a St Mary's jumper there to mark the football, and it's Marliana. Arna sends the ball down the line past a few. Oh, it's Athanasopoulos again. He's a star, this young man. Athanasopoulos inside forward 50. It's going to work out the back. Through a set of hands. Opportunity here for Wilton if he can get it. Gave the handball over the top. Went in the direction of Sens. Free kick for a hold. Going against Brunswick. Free kick to St Mary's. They bring the ball towards the middle of the ground. It's a good hit. It finds Alboos. In fact, he dropped the mark, so it opens up an opportunity for Brunswick. He might just try and have to soccer it away. Instead, he gets a boot to it. Goes in the direction that time of the 40 and Ernecki. But it doesn't matter. St Mary's going to go forward. A little bit of fumbling now on the football. It's starting to affect it maybe a little bit in the legs. It is hard conditions out there. It's a bit of a slog, and it's a ball up. 6.5 minutes to go in the final quarter. 11-17 plays 4-8. And ball up, I should say. Free kick. Been found. Going the way of Ernecki. He kicks out wide. Couldn't quite find a target, but spinning and pirouetting and getting himself out of trouble was Powell. Powell sends one high and long down the line. Went past Douglas. Ball goes forward again for Brunswick, who haven't stopped trying in this last quarter, just haven't got any reward onto the scoreboard for their efforts, unfortunately, and that's the way footy is sometimes. Butterworth gave it off. Kick high and long down the line. They're just getting it out of there for the time being. Athanasopoulos barged his way through too. Had his right arm held and still was able to get a little kick away, and it went back towards the middle of the ground. Opportunity that time for Sweeney to get rid of the football, and St Mary's work their way forward once again. Bodies are absolutely flying around at the moment. They haven't given up, that's for sure. Haven't put the cue in the rack. Neither's that young man. Laylaw, done for holding the ball. Bignall, the recipient. Kick inside forward 50. Gets itself out the back. Here he is again. Kick to the top of the square. Nearly shepherding it through for Webb was Commendor, and it's gone right across the face and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Ball back in. Ruck change there. Sweeney gone in there for Brunswick. Umpire sees something he didn't like and the ball wasn't going to come out, so he's called for it. Ball up. Fisted forward. Stayed in momentarily. Still a chance. Can't quite see. The light tower poles obstructed my view for a minute. Hasn't gone anywhere. Has it? No, it's a free kick to Brunswick. 25 metres, encroaching the mark. Good umpiring. And that's gone against Webb. Webb's kick maybe just a little bit overcooked there in the end. And Thanasopoulos gets one down the line. And a good mark taken there that time by Sens. Sens now sends the ball inside forward 50. Falls between a few sets of hands. In fact, comes to ground. Bobbles its way back towards the wing where Wilson was waiting. Wilson plays on. He sort of wrong-footed himself, but it's still a pretty good kick to the edge of 50. And the mark has been taken. This is Steicher. Plays on. Sets it up to the top of the square. It's got plenty of carry. Falls just short of his teammate. He's kicked 3 behinds now. 4 behinds now, Steicher. Gee whiz. And the scoreboard reads 11-18, 84 to 4-8, 32. Ball back inside forward 50 off the kick out. Ball goes to the top of the square. Great mark, great finish, and another goal to Webb. 12-18, 90 now St Mary's. 4-8, 32 Brunswick, under 3 minutes to go. It's now 4 each to Webb and Crockford in what's been a sterling performance for those two and a great effort. Just wait for the football to come back to the middle. Ball back up in the ruck. Hit out that time by Ward. And Thanasopoulos tries to rove and get the football. He does so now, but he got it off a teammate. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Can they get one more for their efforts? Brunswick. Ball comes free. Opportunity this time for Davey to get the footy forward. He just slams it on the boot. Doesn't find a target. Opportunity again, that for Laylor. Laylor to Thanasopoulos. He's corralled by one. That's holding the ball, and it is. Just trying to do too much there, Thanasopoulos. Little one goes forward. We got a minute to go in the game. Steinker sends one very, very high. Oh, just falls short. A very ugly sort of a ball to try and get. Opportunity here still if they can soccer the ball off the ground. It won't sit in the mud, unfortunately, because that's just how it is. Umpires circling, letting them play, and you'll ball it up. Half a minute to go in the game. Balling up. And Thanasopoulos just absolutely sunk the fist into that. Gained about 30 metres off it as well. Sorry, it wasn't Thanasopoulos, it was Aneki, I think. And then Thanasopoulos just boots the ball out wide. And the ball will run towards the boundary. There'll be no added score to this game, you feel. And St Mary's going away 58-point victors. They ran away with it in the end as Thanasopoulos marks. That's it. 12-18-90. St Mary's finish on. They kicked 1-5 in the last quarter. And Brunswick could only manage the one extra behind in that quarter. Goal kickers for the home side, St Mary's. Singles to Krapalis, Wilson, Butterworth, Knott, and then Forder, Webb and Crockford, who I was insanely impressed with throughout the afternoon, made their presence known in the second quarter. Goal kickers for the Brunswick Football Club, Aneki with one, Sybil with one, and two to Balam Gunderson overall. I'll say it again, it was a game played in immensely great spirits. I thought it was umpired superbly and very, very good crowd support from all the family members and friends here today. It was St Mary's by 52 points in the first of our double header here today. Coming up next, we have St Mary's and Camberwell in the youth girls competition. But what we're going to do is we'll leave it up there and we'll come back shortly with the second game of our double header today. And we thank you very much for your coverage of our first game. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back shortly.